The 100 Mega Shocks. I never even knew what a Mega Shock was, but yeah. Anyway, this is World Heroes 2, the lesser known Neo Geo fighting game series. Well, this holds a special place in my heart. Okay, you could argue that it is really just a generic Street Fighter clone, and for the most part you'd be right. But with its cookie cast of characters and some really awesome gameplay mode, which I'm going to show you in a minute, you know, this game still needs to be checked out. There's normal and deathmatch mode. I'll show you normal mode. Normal mode is basically regular Street Fighter mode. Best out of 3, kick each other until your energy bars deplete. Here I mean generic Ken ripoff, Fuma, who's based off the legendary Fuma ninjas in history. In fact, most of the characters in this game are actually based off historical figures, so you know, it's quite interesting to see that they got their inspiration from real life people. One problem I do have about this game is, like, literally, doesn't matter what difficulty setting you put on, this game's always hard. I mean, there's literally no difference. Anyway, I'm going to be John Maximum, who's a parody of John Madden, and we're doing deathmatch mode. Now, if anyone doesn't know what deathmatch mode is, think Japanese deathmatch wrestling, because that's what this game took its inspiration from. I mean, it was released around the same time where deathmatch wrestling was becoming quite big in Japan, so it's quite interesting to see where they got their inspiration from. This is possibly one of the weaker arenas. It's just basically water. One of the funniest ones is called the Skinhead Deathmatch, where the loser gets all his hair shaven off, including the females, yes. It's actually quite easy to cheap out the opponent on this. Basically, you can just keep duck kicking them and they'll just keep sliding into the kick because the water's so slippery. This is actually quite a boring fight. I'm actually going to skip through it in a minute. There are various different types of death matches. Each character has their own deathmatch known regular stage. I guess that's one of the advantages of Neo Geo and its envious cart system. In fact, this is one of the first games I chose to locate and purchase when I got my Neo Geo MVS. I do actually own this game as well as World Heroes Jet, although I was slightly disappointed that they actually took out the deathmatch mode in World Heroes Jet. Here's another character, 2 characters in fact, based on historical figures. One's a world famous judo female and the other one is Rasputin. Anyway, one thing I forgot to mention, other than traps, what makes deathmatch mode so special is it's not a traditional style fighting game as the other mode is. Think of it as boxing. Basically, your characters struggle through supremacy by beating the shit out of each other. Once the energy bar goes all red or blue, one of the fighters will get knocked down, and basically they have to the count of 10 to get back up. Generally you'll get up the first 2 times if you waggle the stick enough and bash the buttons enough, but after a while, like on the 3rd one, generally you'll go down no matter what. So it's absolutely imperative that you you know, don't get knocked down so much. I mean, you can regain health just by punching the other opponent, so it's basically works like a momentum bar, I suppose. Here's my favourite character, Captain Kidd, based on the historical parody Captain William Kidd. Not very good as him though. Yeah, there's not really that much else I can actually say about the game. It's got some quirkiness about it. It's possibly not the best fighting game ever made. It's got some interesting ideas. Do please check it out.